With a new year comes a new list of anticipated movies, and we have 15 movies here that I'm anticipating for the year 2025, with I'm sure a ton of other movies that have not been announced yet. But I just went ahead and picked 15 movies that have intrigued me. Some of them, the trailers are out, some of them, there's no trailers. Most of them, I don't have a lot of information. I just see that they're coming out, and I'm going to let you guys know which ones I'm interested in. So the first film is a film coming out actually this month, and that film is called Companion, which I believe it's from the makers of Barbarian that came out a few years ago. I'm really excited for this film. It looks really good from the trailer. It's a horror film, and I'm always down to see a horror film, so I'm looking forward to that film. The Monkey, which there's been a teaser trailer out there. It's directed by the same director who did Longlegs and Gretel and Hansel. I'm really psyched for this film because I love Longlegs, I loved Gretel and Hansel, so I believe that he's going to be 3 for 3. I just know it. It looks from the trailer, at least from the teaser, that it looks very interesting. Thunderbolts, I mean, you wouldn't think that I would be really excited for a Marvel film because I'm not like a huge nerd of Marvel, but this looks pretty good. And the fact that it has Florence Pugh, that helps it out. The cast is pretty stacked here. It looks like it's going to be funny. It looks like it's going to have a lot of action. And it reminds me a lot of Suicide Squad. So based on the trailer, which there's a pretty long trailer they gave us, this looks like it's going to be a fun time. Thanksgiving 2, there's no release date for this. I believe it's still coming out. But if it does come out, I love that first film with just some of the comedy in that. The slasher vibe. I hope that they continue that same vibe that they had in the first film. So I'm hoping that this film is another hit. Avatar, Fire and Ash. I'm definitely looking forward to this. I love the first 2 films. I know that visually it's going to be amazing. Story-wise, we'll see. But, there's not been a lot leaked about it. Hopefully it stays there because these films, it seems like they're always pushing them back. And it seems like it's taking forever for this to finally come to fruition and just kind of play out his vision with James Cameron. So I'm really looking forward to this. It's supposed to come out, I believe, in December of this year. Zootopia 2. Now, this is very much long overdue. Some of the Disney sequels I'm not really looking forward to, but I think with this one, I do believe this one is going to be a hit. I'm really hoping that it's not a watered down version of like a Moana 2. They've had a lot of time to really work on the story and work on the characters and the direction they want them to actually go. So I'm really hoping that they swing here and they definitely have a hit. Mortal Kombat 2. Now, when I first saw the original, I wasn't really that crazy about it, but recently in the past couple years I have revisited it a couple times and I actually really do like that first movie. So I'm interested to see where this goes with the second film. I forget when this is coming out, but it's supposed to come out, I believe, in the summer, late summer, possibly fall. But I am looking forward to what they have next for this franchise. Nobody 2. Now, when the first one came out, that one kind of came out of left field. I didn't know really anything about the main actor. And with this one, I don't really have any information on it. But the fact that it's a sequel, I'm looking forward to it just because I think that first film was just, like I said, it was out of left field and it completely surprised me. And I think this one, at least I'm hoping, cross my fingers, that this one is just as good. Bad Guys 2, that first film was a blast. I love the characters in that one. I love that we had these bad guys that they turned into good guys. And I'm not sure exactly where this one is headed. I believe there's a trailer out, but to be honest, I haven't watched it. So I am just looking forward to see what they're going to do with this one as well. The animation of that last one was really good. And I really feel like they could make this definitely into a franchise. So I'm really hoping that this next one is just as good as the first one. Superman. Now, there's been a teaser trailer for that. Not a full trailer, but what we have actually gotten. I'm very impressed. I don't have a big nostalgia towards any kind of Superman. So the guy playing Superman, I mean, it doesn't really bother me. I mean, Not to say that Henry Cavill isn't good at the role, because he is, but personally, I'm up for any new Superman, so I'm interested to see where they go with this new Superman. And the fact that they have crypto and everything like that, it's going to be interesting where this is headed. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I believe this is a reboot. I really enjoyed that first film. I mean, it's not great story-wise. I'm not big on the sequels. The second is pretty mediocre, and the third one is not good whatsoever. So I'm just looking to see if this is a reboot, which I think it is. What are they going to do with this one? So that's the main thing, especially since it's been a long time since we've gotten a film within this franchise. Megan 2.0. I remember when the first Megan came out. That came out in January. And it was a fun time. And I think they could do a lot with this film. I'm curious to see if Megan ends up facing off against anybody later on, maybe after this film, or starts to go into that direction. What direction are they going to have for Megan? Is she going to have a lot more high-tech gadgets, that kind of thing? I'm interested to see where they go with it. Elio. Now, this was delayed. It was supposed to come out last year. There wasn't a ton of marketing for it yet, and there wasn't a ton of like trailers or too much revealed with the plot. But what was actually revealed, I think that this film is hopefully going to be a hit. I know they've had some problems really landing in their originals, but I'm really hoping with this one and crossing the fingers that this one is going to be really good, because from the trailer alone, I was very intrigued. Final Destination Bloodlines. Now, I don't know anything of what this is about. I believe it's continuation of the last film, but to be honest, you really don't have to watch these films in any particular order. It's usually different casts, there's different stories, and there's different deaths. And that's really what I love about this franchise, is just the different deaths and the different types of ways of how they decide to have different characters' fates. Shelby Oaks, which is Chris Stuckman's film, which was picked up by Neon, and I believe that's why that was delayed from last year, because it was supposed to come out last year. So I believe this is coming out in the beginning of this year. I hope it's a good film. I know with a directorial debut, you're really nervous. And then I have one wildcard pick that I don't know if this film is coming out anymore this year, but I did see it on the schedule at one point, and that is Insidious 6. If it does come out, I'm looking forward to it. Don't know anything about the story or where it's headed. I know a lot of people did not like that last film, but I have loved this franchise from the first to the fifth one. So I'm looking forward to what they're going to do if it does come out this year, and that's my wild card pick. So those are all my films that I'm anticipating for the year 2025. Leave any comments down below. Are you anticipating any of these films? Or leave your list down below and let me know what you're anticipating for the year 2025. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I will see you guys next time.